Of Knuckle Mania with a bout in the women's 125-pound division. Charissa Sigala versus Taylor Starling. Our tale of the tape is presented by Tiger Life Energy Drink.
Now Sigala is a little bit older, 12 years right here. That could be, she could be slowed out, but it also could mean a lot of experience. The main thing that I see in the difference right here is Taylor does have a few inch reach advantage on here, which can be a huge asset if she utilizes it properly.
Taylor Starling enters this, her BKFC debut, with 2 pro bouts each in MMA, boxing and kickboxing. Starling feels that above all else as a fighter, she possesses genuine toughness.
Well, toughness is key. You really have to have toughness when it comes to this sport, because at some point you're going to get hit and you're going to get cut open. It's how you deal with that that's going to see what kind of fighter you're going to make it in BKFC.
Starling said of her opponent in this bout, Charissa Sigala, she's mainly a grappler. I'm a much more advanced striker. I think she's just going to drop her head and swing wildly. I'm going to be very controlled and very technical with my punches.
And that is the key here, being controlled. We've talked about it many times. This is like, boxing on steroids. You have to learn how to hit and not be hit. You have to be able to get out there, throw your punches, and not be there for the receiving blow.
Chris Starling also told us I need to smartly cut off the ring from the outside, pick my power shots, be precise, and keep adapting as the fight progresses.
Well, that's very mature thinking for her. She hasn't been in here yet, but she's 100% accurate. Adapting is the name of the game. That's what all this fight is. If you can figure out what your opponent's doing, adapt in there, and make it to where you're the one who's not able to get hit, you're going to do well.
The moment is at hand for Taylor Starling, set to enter the BKFC ring for the first time in her life. Charissa Sigala is set to make her BKFC debut, just like her opponent, Taylor Starling. Sigala enters with 6 pro MMA bouts, including 2 in Combate Americas. She holds the rank of black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And because of being able to fight in the active clinch, we've seen numerous high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts excel under this BKFC rule set, Chris.
Absolutely. People don't realize this isn't boxing. This is bare-knuckle fighting. You are allowed to clinch in there. That tie plum makes a complete different situation. You can hold, you can pull the head down, you can hit. It seems like something the people who do straight boxing aren't really used to or ready for. That's where the Jiu-Jitsu people, the grapplers, have a huge advantage.
Sigala told us she believes Taylor Starling will have a very aggressive start but then fade quickly. She said, I'm going to counterpunch and I'm extremely comfortable moving backwards. Something, quite frankly, we have not seen a lot of in BKFC.
Yeah, usually when people are moving backwards, that's not a good thing. I tell people go forward. The person coming forward is usually winning, at least in the judge's eyes. So being able to move backwards and still put punches that are able to hurt the other opponent is very unique in this situation.
Sigala said, I need to stay in the mid-range, look for openings. I feel that I can absolutely dominate Taylor Starling in the clinch.
Well, that's where she has her biggest advantage. Let's see if she's able to get the fight there.
We send it now to the outstanding Jeff Houston.
Hello, hello, hello! Tampa! Welcome, everyone, to the RP Funding Center! Welcome to the biggest bare-knuckle extravaganza of all time! And welcome to Knuckle-Mania! Presented by Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. We are set for the opening fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the bare knuckle 125-pound women's division. Presented to you by Tiger Life Energy, the cleaner energy drink. Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight she wears black and yellow. Her official weight, 125.6 pounds. She holds a combined combat sports record of 4 professional fights. Fighting out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, here is Taylor Killa B. Starling. And across the ring, her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, she wears black. Her official weight, 122.7 pounds. She holds an MMA record of 4 victories, opposite 2 defeats, and makes her bare-knuckle debut tonight. Fighting out of Rancho Cucamonga, California, here is Charissa, the bare-knuckle sweetheart, Sigala! And our referee in charge of the action, Big Dan Mergliata.
These two fighters, of course, thinking about each other, but make no mistake, they're also thinking about the winner of tonight's main event, Paige Van Zandt versus Britton Hart. Same division, women's 125-pounders, the bell in round number 1.
Coming right at it.
Black and yellow for Taylor Starling on the rapid-fire start, solid black for Charissa Sigala. Sigala said she expected this, and now working the clinch, the half-tie plug, and immediately you see Starling is cut and bleeding over her left brow. Right hand from Taylor Starling. Starling working off of that jab. Right to the body from Starling. Sigala back to the inside. 30 seconds gone. Rapid fire, round number 1. Good jab and a left hand right back from Sigala.
Taylor needs to do what she can to stay out of that clinch. I think that's where that cut came from right at the very beginning.
Short right hands. Again, you see Sigala trying to work to the inside. Starling backed off with that right hand. Big swings from both fighters. Blood pouring out of that cut. It's outside of the left brow of Starling. Straight right hand, and down goes Charissa Sigala. 1 punch knockdown.
5, 6.
And she hopped up a little too quick. She needs to catch her legs real quick.
See the mandatory 8 count from Dan Mergliata. We fight on. Starling looking for the finish line. 45 seconds remaining, round number 1. Counter right hand back from Sigala. Relentless pressure from Taylor Starling.
And Taylor Starling needs to keep jumping on her right now. Her opponent is hurt. She smells blood. She needs to finish the fight right now.
Sigala trying to hold on. 25 seconds remaining, round number 1. Another right hand, counter right hand, right back from Sigala, continuing to fire. Big right hand, then the left from Starling.
Sigala keeps making the exact same mistakes. He keeps squaring up that makes that right hand hook right down the pipe. She takes the entire pressure from it.
Starling unloading with the right to the head, misses that right hook. Looking for the half-tie plum of Sigala, trying to slow down this fight. The bell, the end of a furious and frantic round number 1.
No, the round is still going. Wow, what a round right there. They didn't stop throwing punches from the beginning of the round to the end of the round.
The bell rang twice. We got some bonus time there. It's so loud here, Dan Mergliata could not hear the bell, neither could the two fighters.
Well, like I said earlier, Sigala did the wrong thing right there when she squared up to her opponent, and that right hand that was thrown by Taylor Starling landed perfectly and knocked her right on her butt.
Stay on that cut. Take your time. Don't dogfight. Move your feet.
Yeah, they are.
As you can see right here that she takes a step forward, squares up to her opponent, didn't have her legs underneath her. So when you're square like that, you're going to eat the full force of that punch, and that's exactly what happened right there. Caught her right in the butt.
Okay. Well, get some of that off right. Get some of that off right. Turn around.
Seconds now called. We're set for round number 2.
All right, let's go. Get that bench out, please.
And the fighter yet up to the scratch line.
On the line, ladies.
Now ordered as such by Dan Mergliata.
Toe line, ready?
Taylor Starling said she loves the roughness of bare knuckle. Well, she's getting it right now.
Sigala stepping off of the scratch line. Starling stepping into the pocket, unloading again. Another short right hand. Starling off with the jab. The 1-2 straight punches. Counter right hand from Sigala.
Sigala's doing very good with her counter strike, and her only problem is when she gets squared up. She eats that right hand.
And the half-tie plum single collar tie held from Sigala. This is where she felt she would do her best work. Sigala has a huge knot on her forehead. Blood continuing to flow out of that cut over the left brow, which opened in the opening stages of round number 1 on Taylor Starling's face.